Good evening. My name is Avery Moss, and I would like to welcome everyone to the 2021 Band Banquet. It is wonderful to see you all in person this year, unlike last year. On behalf of the SSHS Wildcat Band, I sincerely thank all of you for your continued support, not only for your attendance tonight, but throughout the whole year. We are here today to celebrate the achievements of our outstanding band program and honor the seniors who have dedicated their time and talents to our band program throughout the years. Thank you all for coming, and now I would like to welcome Cait Rissman, our band chaplain, for our invocation.
Good evening, everybody. Before I pray for the food and everybody here, I'd like to make an announcement. I've been honored to be able to be our band chaplain for the last 2 years, and I get the privilege to announce this next coming year, Bo Bankston as the new chaplain. And now let's bow our heads and pray. God, I thank you for this day. I thank you for giving us the opportunity to all meet together and celebrate the band and all of its accomplishments that have happened this year. I pray for everyone's safety on their way home tonight through the storm, and I pray for the food and everyone here. In your name I pray, amen.
Good evening, my name is Emmert. I'm the Director of Bands here at Sulphur Springs ISD. We have a great program this evening highlighting a fantastic year of fantastic students and support, parents, admin. It's a great place to be, Sulphur Springs ISD Bands, and we've got a great evening ahead of us. A little bit of instruction for getting through the meal line. We are thankful to have Birthright Catering provide our meal, which is going to be delicious. Before I get to that, we do have a photo op over here that not many people have taken advantage of, and we want you to be able to do that. So be aware that as you're waiting for your turn to go through the line, if you'd like to take a picture next to the Eiffel Tower or by the backdrop, please feel free to come up and do that. As we go through the line, if you have a mask, please wear that. We do have hand sanitizer available at the end of the tables, I believe. At least I had it over there. So if you feel the need to utilize that after going through the lines, please feel free to do that as well. We are going to start in this back corner back here, and we're going to, as we move back across the back, and then back over here across, and kind of move from this corner to this corner. Sorry about that. That's just the way we have to figure this thing out. But please enjoy the meal, and we will be presenting the marching band show as we eat, and also our Winter Guard show for this year. So again, from me, we had a great welcome from Avery, but welcome to the band banquet, and let's start back here and go ahead and get our meals. Thank you. And don't forget to take your picture. Don't forget to take your picture.
It just kept going. Like,
about that, man? Talk about a great year. Some great memories and some awesome students with some high achievements this year for sure. First of all, before we begin our kind of awards portion of our program, I just want to recognize a few people. But first of all, let's say, how about that meal? How about Thanksgiving? First Rock Catering, outstanding. I want to recognize a few people. We're thankful for fantastic support from our administration, our school board here at Sulphur Springs ISD, specifically for our band program. We've just really felt just the backing of our board and our administration. And tonight we're lucky to have one of our school board members, John Prickett, here, so we'll welcome him. He's also a band dad. And also our assistant superintendent, Mr. Josh Williams, is here with us, so we're thankful for that. Our fine arts coordinator, Cindy Welch, is here, so we're glad she's here with us. And again, we just say thank you so much for the support of all that these students do. We'd like to segue right now into recognizing the best band directing staff in Texas. We have your students, not because of me, but because of the other people I'm privileged to work with, are in the best hands in Texas. And what that means is we're here to invest in the band program and in the students. And we talk about this a lot, that the achievement the students that we work towards, all of the trophies, the things you see up here, the awards that you'll see given out this evening, is really secondary to the things that we feel like band instills in our students. Our goal is to do a great job, play our instrument well, but really the main goal is to build up fine young men and women that will go out into the world and have a great life and career in whatever they choose to do. And there's a lot of studies, I could go on and on about it, but regardless of what these students are going to go into, which a number of them will go into music, but regardless of that, the teamwork, the dedication, the camaraderie, the social interactions in a positive way are going to shape these kids for the ultimate success. And it's a big accomplishment to start band in 6th grade and make it to 12th grade. I mean, that's a big accomplishment. So we're thankful for that. But our band directing staff is really second to none. Ms. Bialecki, our high school assistant band director. Our head middle school director, Mrs. Robinett. One of our assistant band directors, both at the high school and the middle school, Mr. Ao in the back. Our percussion instructor, Mr. Garza. Mr. Proctor, needs no introduction. I guess when you've been here, you get the biggest cheer the longer you've been here, I guess. So that means if you count my first tenure, that means I'll get the second biggest cheer, right? We'll see how that goes. We're thankful for our color guard director, Mr. Pierotti. Well, we certainly have had an epic year full of firsts. We coming in the summer band after not having seen the kids from March on, missing out on UL concert and sight reading, missing out on all region clinics, missing out on so many things. We didn't really know what to expect. Also with the looming, health concerns and things and the new protocols, we just didn't know what to expect. But we are so fortunate to live to live and come to school in a district, to live in a community in a state to where we were able to have a competitive year for this band program. And so many places we're not able to do that. Not just because there's every situation is different, and we don't have any issue with one thing or the other. But we feel extremely lucky to be in Sulphur Springs, Texas, to where these students, especially the senior class, could be able to go and do and build and progress and have the experiences that they so deserve. So it has been a great year, and we again say thank you for all of the support and all of your continued understanding as we negotiated and traveled through that tumultuous time, which we're thankful we're hopefully moving out of. The students persevered, did everything we asked, and we made a comment that we were just really felt lucky and fortunate that we didn't have an outbreak in our band program the entire year. So I think that's a big deal. That's a testament to our students' devotion and dedication to protocol, and the fact that they're responsible. They're responsible young women and men that work to do what they're asked and do the right thing. So that's great. We're going to segue right now into our musical achievements. So on the back of your little program, it will outline our musical achievements. We'll start with the full band. And if you'll hold your applause to the end of this first list. First division for the Wildcat Marching Band at the Mesquite Marching Festival. First division from all judges at the Salina Marching Festival. First division and hosted multiple region UIL marching contests at Gerald Prim Stadium. And that's another separate accomplishment, not just the rating itself, but to actually put on the contest, which was a first for us, which we had a great time doing and look forward to doing again. And second place at Area UIL Marching, which is the highest this band program has ever played. So let's hear it for the marching season. First division in the fall is the first leg of what we call the Sweepstakes Award, which is this largest trophy that you see up here on the awards table. That is one of the most coveted awards in all of UIL. It is very difficult to get, and it requires a first division in marching band, a first division on stage for concert band, and a first division in sight reading. And not only did one band, which the top band, if they do that qualifies, but both bands received first divisions in every contest that they attended this year, which was fantastic. That was awesome. It brought home the sweepstakes trophy. But before we applaud, we have had an even more exciting spring semester, because for only the second time in school history, all four of our band programs, including our two middle school bands, made straight one first divisions at all of their UIL contests. The second time in school history. So pretty awesome. Let's hear it for that. So now we're going to go into our individual awards. So students, when you hear your name called, come up here. We'll line up real quickly for a quick picture. But hold your applause to the end if you don't mind, and we'll read these pretty quickly. Our 2020-21 Freshman All-Region Band members: Adam Arnicke, Levi Caiton, Cait Hurley, Jonas Mejia, Abraham Lopez, Lauren Menard, Caroline Prickett, Jeremy Resendez. Go ahead and come on up. Janet Rivera, Ty Robinson, Catherine Starzik, Alexis Villarino, Sarah Voss, Peyton Willis, Cammie White, and Jasmine Yanez. Let's have a round of applause for our Freshman All-Region. Unfortunately, these students did not get to have a clinic or a concert due to pandemic protocol, but nonetheless, the achievement of auditioning and being named to the region band is still a huge honor. And we're going to go ahead and take pictures for you, and we will send them out to anyone that wants them throughout the evening. All right, freshmen, have a seat. High school all-region band. This is anyone 9th through 12th can audition for high school region band. High school region band members: Anthony Arroyo, Cameron Beard, Alex Botello, Tyler Burnett, Levi Caiton, Cait Hurley, Jackson Medellin, John Mosier, Avery Moss, Caroline Prickett, Matthew Sherman, Catherine Starzik, Tristan Stewart, Joel Villarino, and Cami White. So you'll see several freshmen that actually made freshman region and also made high school region, which is a huge accomplishment in and of itself. Let's hear it for our high school region band. The top chairs in the region band qualify for the area contest. The area contest is where the students audition one more time for a shot at All-State Band. We had 4 area qualifiers this year: Cameron Beard, Tyler Burnett, Matthew Sherman, and Joel Villarino. This is a huge accomplishment. Go ahead and stay out there, Tyler. For the first time since, I believe it's 2005, and only the second time since 1987, Sulphur Springs High School had an all-state band member, Tyler Burnett on trombone. And here's the good news: he's a junior. We'll have him next year. So that's a huge positive for us. And if you make your way into the high school band hall, we have decorated a little bit more, trying to make it a little bit more interesting to look at the walls. We do have some neat banners up, one of which is an all-state banner, our drum major banners that we're going to start as a tradition, putting our drum majors up on the wall, and lots of neat things. So stop by and take a look. UIL, Solo and Ensemble. We actually hosted UIL contest this year at First Baptist Church for the entire region. This is a UIL Solo First Division winners, and this one's going to be really interesting for Ms. Bialecki to be able to get them grouped together, because there's a lot of them. But let's see what she can do. We like a challenge. Adam Arnicke, Brooklyn Arneson, Miranda Ball, Cameron Beard, Clayton Boykin, Tyler Burnett, Quincy Chisholm, Matthew Fox, Matthew Harper, Cait Hurley, Kendall Little, Lauren Menard, Jackson Medling, John Mosier, Harley O'Beyer, Caroline Prickett, Ty Robinson, Matthew Sherman, Galilea Sosa, Catherine Starzik, Tristan Stewart, Alexis Villarino, Joel Villarino, Cami White, Aiden Whittle, Brandon Williams, and Peyton Willis. First Division UIL Solo rating. Hashtag band family. Yeah. To qualify for the UIL State Solo and Ensemble Contest, a student must perform a Class 1 solo, receive a First Division on it, and perform it memorized. So it is a pretty big accomplishment to qualify for the State Solo and Ensemble Contest. This year, every year it's held at University of Texas in Austin. This year it is a virtual contest, so we are actually gearing up to get ready to record for that. Our state solo contest qualifiers were Adam Arnicke, Brooklyn Arneson, Cameron Beard, Matthew Harper, Kendall Little, Matthew Sherman, Tristan Stewart, Alexis Villarino, Joel Villarino, and Brandon Williams. State solo contest qualifiers. We had 3 ensembles qualify for state. These three groups performed a Class 1 ensemble and received a first division from the judge. Our sax quartet of Matthew Sherman, Emma Edens, Uriel Santa Cruz, and Clayton Boykin. Brass quintet of Levi Caton, Ronaldo Sanchez, Brooklyn Arneson, and John Mosier. And another brass quintet of Tristan Stewart, Jackson Medellin, Galilea Sosa, Anthony Arroyo, and Quincy Chisholm. State Ensemble Qualifiers. And last but not least, if you've been around me the last 2 weeks, you've probably heard a plug for our jazz band concert next Thursday. I have made it a mission. I've turned into the PR coordinator for the jazz ensemble, not just the music director. But the jazz ensemble is really making a name for themselves in this community. They have really come just a long way and are really playing at what has been told by me by professional musicians as a semi to professional level. It is really neat to hear and see. Our jazz ensemble competed at UIL and received a first division, and that group is Colby Albritton. Don't come up, jazz band. Colby Albritton, Brooklyn Arneson, Anthony Arroyo, Cameron Beard, Tyler Burnett, Emma Edens, John Moser, Ronaldo Sanchez, Hannah Hughes, Caden Kirkland, Kendall Little, Lauren Menard, Jackson Medellin, Matthew Sherman, Trinity Sherman, Madison Sperry, Michael Shirley, Tristan Stewart, Catherine Starzik, and Rose Oyad. And before we recognize them, 1 week from tonight, on the square, 7 o'clock, we're investing quite a bit of resource into a really professional production. It's kind of a farewell for a lot of our fantastic seniors in our rhythm section specifically. And you will not want to miss this. 7 o'clock on the square. Bring your lawn chair. You're going to have a blast. I am going to segue and hand it over to Mrs. Robinett for a quick middle school update on a fantastic middle school year.
Can I stand over to the side? I feel like I'm hiding behind this thing. Hey y'all, my name is Brittany Robinett. I'm one of the band directors here at the middle school. We've had a really awesome year. High school band sounds great and everything, but y'all, I wish I could tell you how fun my job is at the middle school. It is just something new every day. The kids come in, they want to work hard. They're doing so well. We're really proud of them, and we're building them up to high schoolers what you created at your high school level, so it's pretty exciting. We had in the fall 28 students make the all-region band, which was really nice and exciting. I think we were the second most, the second highest number in the region. I think one school beat us out by 30, so we're pretty close to that. And like Mr. Emmert said, at UIL, we also had both of our performing ensembles make straight ones across the board from all 6 judges. So that was really nice. And one final thing that's been kind of an awesome addition to the middle school this semester is our student teacher, Mr. Trey Mason from A&M Commerce. And we asked the kids today, we were trying to kill time at the bell, and we told the kids, all right, so you get to tell us who your favorite band director is and why. And of course, Trey said, oh, of course, they love you the most. Oh no, they all said Mr. Mason. Mr. Mason's our favorite. So if I could just recognize Trey Mason and give him a round of applause, please. But I believe that's it on the middle school front. It's good to see everybody.
What a year this one has been. But what I'm so proud of is how we adapted and overcame every curveball that came our way. Our kids got to march on Friday nights, go to marching band competitions, and we're going on an awesome trip. None of this could have happened without the tremendous support from our parents and volunteers. We hosted our first marching band competition, and that was all hands on deck. Thank you to each volunteer that helped park buses, pass out sack lunches, and every other job in between. The saying, "It takes a village," is true here, and there's no better village than the band family. I would like to take this time and thank my officers. We have had great support from any and every one. Kathy Wright has served as vice president this year. She has been kind of my right-hand person in the concession stands. I think we've scrubbed every surface, and Curtis, she's kind of a bonus. We get Curtis with her. So he has helped with everything, and we were ready for every Friday night. Mickey Edens has served as treasurer. Mickey has been exceptional. She is always there with a check and available for any extra errand that I just didn't quite have time to get done. Jennifer Bankson has served as secretary. Jennifer has helped in any way that I needed, taking notes at meetings and handing out sandwiches and filling in the concession stand. Gina Prickett has served as our historian. She's been behind the camera and put together the slideshow of memories that we got to enjoy tonight. She's also kind of at my beck and call, so she's first on my list. Wendy White has been our member at large. She is meat cooker extraordinaire, I learned this year. She helped us cook all the meat and make for the sack lunches at the marching band competitions, and just been willing and able to serve wherever we needed. To give everyone kind of an update, we generated close to $16,000 this year with concessions and sponsor patronships. We are blessed to be able to send our students to Orlando, but that blessing has about a $29,000 price tag. Thank you to every single person that helped with concessions and asked businesses for sponsorship. It truly makes a difference. To Mr. Emmert and his amazing staff, thank you. Thank you for the investment that you are making in our students. I know that they're going to look back on their time with band with pride. I would also like to take a moment to thank a very special lady that has been a rock-solid cornerstone of the Band Booster Officer team the last 4 years. Mickey Edens has served the Booster program as treasurer and will leave huge shoes to fill in the coming year. Mickey has been willing to serve and help with any task, great or small. At this time, I would like to ask Mickey to come forward and receive an award for her years of outstanding service to the Sulphur Springs Band Booster program.
Like Shanon said, we've talked about it many times, but a band program is really only as strong as its support staff. And our parents, as you saw in a few of the pictures, set up tents for us and created meal opportunities for us that we had to get creative when we couldn't all go into a restaurant, especially when we were traveling into the Metroplex, because we do still have to feed 130 kids. And so it was pretty awesome to have that, and we look forward to the days to come with our booster program and our parent program continuing to just blossom and bud. We are going to move on to the Blue and Gold Awards. The Blue and Gold Awards were created years and years ago for this evening, and it doesn't have to be a musical achievement. It doesn't have to be a service achievement. It can be anything that the student may have done to contribute in a positive way for the school year. One of our best tenor saxes, somebody that I can always rely on, Uriel Santa Cruz. One of our trumpet section leaders and a rock-solid band student and a really good player, Alex Patello. one of my favorite students in the band program, Bo Bankston. We talk about naturally gifted players. We are fortunate to have several of those. One of the most naturally gifted players and a really good improver, we found out, John Moser. One of our seniors we are going to desperately miss. I always kind of looked at her as little sister until her sister left, and now she's going to leave a big hole. Miranda Ball. Another one of our seniors that we're going to desperately miss, and I think he's going to have major, big things coming as he moves on into adulthood, Matthew Harper. You've already met her this evening, and she's a fantastic flute player. We are going to desperately miss this young lady when she moves on to bigger and better things, and we are excited to see the ministry that she continues to provide this world. Cait Rissman. This young man impressed me this fall specifically because every time I asked his section to get there early to work with equipment, he was always the first one there, and that really was just a fantastic thing. I'll never forget that. He's also a fantastic percussionist, James Goggins. This young lady is one of our kind of dual participants. We have lots. Well, this young lady has really been able to stay devoted to multiple activities, and it is really neat to see that because we can use these students as examples moving forward as other students come in and want to do multiple things. Jocelyn Yanez. Another young lady who's involved in another activity and has had to be out quite a bit this spring for other activities, but always continues to work hard in band, Kirsten McDonald. Another student that we have that is one of the most dependable students in our entire band program, Harley O'Byer. this young lady came into our band program and into our school and has jumped in with both feet, is involved in jazz band, involved in everything we've asked her. She made the top band. Really looking forward to having another 3 outstanding years with Lauren Menard. One of our seniors that actually received one of our most improved awards last year, and it was awesome. Just so cool. This young lady is now a senior. We're going to be missing her in our flute section, Claire Scott. Another one of our seniors who is a rock-solid percussionist in many aspects, marched bass drum for us this year, Luis Ruiz. This young lady is going to, I don't know what it's going to be like without her in our band program, because she's just always there and always working, and she's involved in jazz band, she's involved in band. Trinity Sherman. One of our juniors who is always just spreading goodness, always just a joy to be around no matter who she's around, Shelby Ray. The captain of our loading crew and a darn good French horn and trombone player in jazz band, Brooklyn Arneson. This young man kind of hangs out with me every day after school. I think I'm the last person at the high school campus to leave every day, except for this young man. He's usually still there, and he's usually practicing or studying up to do bigger and better things. He's an awesome young man, Ryan Mitchell. Just a few more here. This young lady, we always know we can depend on her. She kind of served as one of our younger students, but ended up really taking a major leadership role this year, and we look forward to that continuing to develop. Aubrey Williams. And the last Blue and Gold Award for the 2021 year is a young man who oftentimes I'll look back at the end of rehearsal and have to remind myself if he was in rehearsal, but he always is. He's always playing his part. A freshman who made the top band. I really, really admire this young man, Jonas Mejia. And I'm going to turn it over to Miss Bialecki for the concert band awards. You want me to do that?
My phone is about to die.
So I asked Mr. Emmert if I could give awards for our concert band. I think this year we probably played our hardest program that we had, like this band has ever had. And they worked really hard, even with all the changes and snow and spring break and pushing contests. And so there's some students that I just really wanted to recognize for just outstanding service to our concert band. So the first person is a fantastic trumpet player, Adam Arneke. All right, the next person was always there every single day, every single sectional, just a pillar in our clarinet section, Hallie Boykin. I loved having this person in my band. She's the most unassuming person. I just love her so much. She's a tuba player, Aaliyah Harrison. Sad day, she's not here. This next person has been a wonderful addition to our band program, and he was great in our saxophone section, Matthew Fox. Okay. Kind of the same thing, along the same lines. I've loved having this person in band. He drives me nuts sometimes, but I still love him, and I'm sad that he's graduating. He's a wonderful trombone player. It's Juan Andrade. This next guy is a wonderful percussion player, and I've really, just the last few years having him in my band has been great as well, and it's Austin McCain. Also, another percussion player, has learned a lot in a very short amount of time, but always has his part down by the time I've asked him to. But Clancy Mayo. Another trumpet player who has just always something, like, comes and takes care of his business and does everything he's supposed to. He's been a really solid player. Alex Cooper. All right, and the last one that I have, this is another senior that I've really enjoyed having in band last few years, and by band in particular, she's a great trumpet player, and it's Kayla Garcia.
Okay, we do have, we're in the second year of our really elevated color guard program. Huge part of what we do, as you saw in our slideshow, Mr. Pierotti is going to give out a few color guard awards.
Hello. So, I get to talk on the guard and howdy, yes, you know. So, color guard in two parts. For one, I want to say thank you to the entire fall guard for one, sticking through an insane COVID year, in a year where it's so easy to just say, just put everything on pause and not do it. Y'all stuck with it. Y'all went through the summer heat. Y'all went through me chasing you around the field with a golf block. Y'all did a fantastic job. You did such a fantastic job that from the 10-person guard in the fall, we grew to 22 members, over double the amount of size by the example and culture you've created. So thank y'all, that was awesome. Beyond that, with ceremonies and awards being on hold for a year in Winter Guard, we had a crossroads. We could kind of phone it in like a lot of other groups and just create. Pull back, okay, cool. Pardon. So in a year where a lot of groups are able to just kind of coast through and say, oh, well, we're not gonna have an award, there won't be any grand evaluation of what this program does, so we'll just fold it in, do some little simple choreography, little spring show, and be done. You guys pushed through a show whose choreography, the stuff they're spinning, tossing, dancing, was 2 classifications higher than the one you were in. And consistently won that caption at every contest. So again, thank y'all for that. So on to member-specific awards. For the sake of efficiency, I'm just going to call you all up and gush about you all in front of me, in part because I know about half these kids would be mortified if they had to come up here by themselves. So, no particular order, I would like to invite Kelsia Meadows. Yeah, see, it's already begun. Addison Graves. Is she here? Keish. You know you are. Quincy Chisholm. Jocelyn Garcia, Trinity Hill, Rose Oyad, Bella Hill, and Marissa Lane. Okay. We're also missing one. I would like to also invite Jake Toland up to the stage. Okay, cool, all here. Awesome. So first up, I like to have a blanket leadership award. I lean on my leaders, my captains, my squad leaders very much, and a part of creating an organization where everyone feels like a part of everything going on when the show has 20 different things going on and a bunch of different ideas happening. These are the people that step forward and help me with all the little odds and ends that can be often forgotten. So can we have a round of applause for Marissa Lane, Kelsia Meadows, Bella Hill, and Rose Oyad. That's Rose. This one's Rose. Bella. Kelsia. Nurska. Lovely. Fantastic. The next one is honoring those who've been a part of the organization for a while. These are two young women who are voracious learners. Every single time I walk into class and joking, what do you want to do today? Learn something. Teach me a trick. What's choreography? Time and time again, and the best part is, whatever I throw at them, they usually get within a day, which is outstanding. So this is going to Trinity Hill and Jocelyn Garcia. So then these next two awards will go, they are for our new friends, people who never did guard before and just stepped up and embraced this wonderfully weird and unique activity. This is for Quincy Chisholm, Addison Graves, and Jake Toland. Trust me. Then the last one. My approach to any type of leadership in an organization is service first. It's trying to create an environment where everyone feels wanted and feels like they're cared for. And someone who has absolutely embodied this and pushed for this every single day since she joined the Guard, to a point where sometimes like, no, Kelsey, there's nothing more you can do to help. Thank you, though. Our outstanding service award goes to Kelsey Meadows. And then our final award, which is a nationally recognized award for an outstanding member of the Color Guard, goes to someone who was one of the inaugural members the first year I came here. Someone who from that very first impression stood out from everyone else in the Guard. And it's not just because she's like a good 6 inches taller than most of the girls in the Guard, but also because of her just very quiet kindness towards everyone involved. And that goes to Marissa Lane.
So it is my great privilege to introduce the winners for the Golden Foot Award. For those of you that don't know, we give these awards out for people that during marching season are either very adept marchers, they pick it up really fast, or they just work hard the entirety of marching season when we're in marching block. Then they showcase kind of basically, like I said, exemplary marching ability. We also partition it into 4 different years, because otherwise seniors would win every year because they've done it 3 years more than everyone else. Stop buzzing. I fixed it, yay. So freshmen, we have, before I do this, if you would be so kind as to march your way up to the front. So we have first freshman Aiden Whittle. Oh, come on. At least march back, come on. We have sophomore, Kathy De La Rosa. You're far back enough, you could have. We have junior, Jackson Meddling. And last but not least, a senior that I actually had once upon a time in my beginning trumpet class, Jorge Santa Cruz.
So I get the honor of recognizing our outstanding freshmen, sophomores, and juniors. And this is a group, each class is a group of people that have really stood out both musically and just as a leader in our band. And I'm very excited to get to do this. The first person is Cait. Our next outstanding freshman is Candy White. And then we have Caroline Cricket. And then our final outstanding freshman is Cait. Our next group is our outstanding sophomores, and our first outstanding sophomore is Hannah Hughes. Then we have Ronaldo Sanchez. We're going to move on to our outstanding juniors now. Our first outstanding junior is Matthew Sherman. Next one is Colby Albritton. And our final outstanding junior is Tyler Burnett.
Outstanding band senior, Avery Moss. Outstanding band senior, this young man really an outstanding member of our band program. Again, one of the most dependable students that we have in band, Jackson Burnett. And he's going to be a NASCAR driver. How about that? He's gonna get me tickets to the Texas Motor Speedway. 2020-2021 SSHS Band Most Improved Musical Player on their instrument. This is a big one. Trenton McKinney. 2020-2021 Most Improved Marcher. Marched the whole show and did an outstanding job. Miss Mary Cruz. Outstanding. I think we're going to get out of here in the timeline. 2 hours. We're going to make it happen. The next is our we want to recognize our seniors. Seniors, we're going to come up here as I call your name, take a group picture, and then we're going to show you our senior recognition slideshow. Which makes us all sad. We're going to miss these people. Like I said earlier, 7 years in a band program, any program, but in a band program because it takes so much work, so much extra dedication. Hold your applause to the end. Juan Andrade on trombone, Anthony Arroyo trombone, Miranda Ball clarinet, Cameron Beard clarinet, Destiny Brown French horn, Jackson Burnett French horn, Quincy Chisholm tuba, Emma Edens alto saxophone, Kayla Garcia trumpet, Nick Garcia tuba, Matthew Harper percussion, Kenya Herrera clarinet, Bella Hill guard, Caden Kirkland percussion, Marissa Lane guard, Kendall Little percussion, Austin McCain percussion, Kelsey Meadows guard, Avery Moss flute, Cait Rissman flute, Luis Ruiz percussion, Jorge Santa Cruz trumpet, Claire Scott flute, Trinity Sherman percussion, Galilea Sosa French horn, Tristan Stewart trumpet and drum major, and Galilea also drum major, and Michelle Yanez euphonium. Let's hear it for the best senior class. miss those. That is a huge senior class for us, and so we're certainly going to miss all those fantastic seniors. They have left. We talk about this every year. Seniors, part of their what they leave with this group is a legacy. It's an opportunity to continue that example that they have shown for the past 7 years. So it's an exciting time for the band, but we certainly wish all of our seniors well, and we're going to miss them incredibly. Our squad off champions this year, the clarinets. Let's hear it for the clarinets. Clarinets, come on up. And our section of the year. This section was rock solid every day of the fall and all into the spring, from top to bottom. One of our most talented sections with tons of depth. Next year, wait till you see the marching show. It's going to be chock full of features for this section. Let's hear it for the trumpets. Come on up, trumpets. Clarinets, trumpets. Go ahead and hop in there. Let's do a one big one. Why not? It's hashtag band family. So we're moving into our really our bigger awards for the evening. We're just about wrapping things up. But I'm going to bring Mr. Ao up. He was instrumental in, no pun intended, in working with our drum majors this year, among many other things. But he's going to come introduce our drum majors.
So being a drum major is an incredibly challenging but incredibly rewarding job in any band organization. These are students that are selected to be drum majors are students that are really giving a lot of themselves to their band program, especially in regards to a lot of time spent outside of the regular rehearsal schedule, doing things that aren't asked of them. They have a see it, do it attitude. When they see something needs to get done, they jump to it. Drum majors are students who really just lay it down for their band. I don't know how else to say it. It's a very special job. It's a very important job. Sulphur Springs has had great drum majors. And working with the drum majors has really been one of my favorite things to do here in Sulphur Springs. Being a drum major has also gotten very elaborate. It's no longer just standing in front of the band and giving 1, 2, 3, 4 and things like that, but there's very elaborate salutes and very elaborate conducting, and there's an art to it. It's its own caption. And the last 2 years, the drum majors and I have had a great time working. The drum majors this year specifically were just such great leaders. They were selfless servants for their band program. They worked hard. They did a great job. I know that if we would have gotten to go to contests where they were able to be judged in their own caption, I know in my heart they would have won it all. And I'd like to bring up the drum majors right now. Tristan, Galilea, and Joel. Y'all come up. Mr. Ao threw a lot at these three this year. They never really gave up. They always tried again and tried again and tried again. We put very challenging salutes in front of them. Lots of hard conducting, lots of challenging things. And guys, I need your eyes right here. I'm just so very proud of you. Let's hear it for the drum majors.
And as you know, I'm this year's drum major, and we wanted to say a little last hoorah for the year to come. I wanted to start off by thanking all of the family and friends who decided to come out tonight and to congratulate and celebrate all of our current band members. It takes a lot of time, effort, and self-discipline to even sit here in this room tonight, all our band members, and receive an award. As for all the band nerds here, I want you to remember that even through the hottest Banquet day and the coldest Friday night football game, being in this organization is the best thing you can do for yourself. All right, no matter how bad the farmer tan gets. All right, thank you.
So we had a great year this year, guys. I mean, we had so many firsts that we've never had before, obviously, because that's what a first is. But I want to just say that we, the seniors, are incredibly proud of you, and we just want you to know that we will always be there to support y'all. Even if we're in colleges 10 miles, 30, 300 miles away, y'all can come to us for support. So I just want to really say to continue to push forward, and let's go to state. Yeah!
Our Outstanding Leadership Awards, which are actually not on your list, but it is an award we decided to do this year, specifically for students that have gone above and beyond in many, many ways, just to always be a leader in our band program. Joel Villarino and Clayton Boykin. The Rex Wallman Award is an award that has been given at this band banquet for many, many years. Rex Wallman was a band director in this school district for Mr. Proctor, 30 years, 40 years. Mr. Wallman is a legend here in the Sulphur Springs band program, and this award goes to students who have gone above and beyond in a special way to continue the legacy of what this band program means. Galilea Sosa and Quincy Chisholm. This next award is something I created, I think last year, maybe 2 years ago. I get a lot of flack for the name, but I don't know whether I like the name. The Double Duty Award. This is an award that I think it's incredibly important because this is an award that I want to highlight one student every year that was able to give 100% to two incredibly demanding organizations. We are very demanding, and many, many other successful organizations in our school are as well. And to be able to do that all the way through is something incredibly, incredibly admirable. This young lady is really, really just a great leader. She's going to be the example for a long time for people doing multiple activities to the fullest. Emma Edens. The Director's Award is a national award, much like Mr. Pierotti mentioned about the Color Guard Award that we gave out. This is given all over the country to the one student in the band program that is most like, could be another staff member, trustworthy, leads by example, mature, responsible. My man, I'll miss it, Tristan Stewart. And if you come next Thursday, you'll hear him play some really good guitar and bass. I promise. The next award is a national award as well. It's the Louis Armstrong Jazz Award. It is given out to the student who has achieved the most in the jazz area. And this year, our fantastic drummer, Kendall Little. Desk trophy and he gets to and if you come next Thursday, you'll hear him play some good drums. The Leonard Bernstein Award, if you know who Leonard Bernstein is, he was the composer of many major orchestral and band works. Including West Side Story, many others. He was a student of Aaron Copland, if you know that name, one of the most influential American composers in American music history. This is specifically for musicality, a national award for someone that is just a musician through and through. Anthony Arroyo. And the final award of the evening, this is this is the national award that goes to the student that has achieved the most musically through the all-region process, through UIL solo and ensemble, through everything. And this young man has made it to area multiple years, has been a quiet, very influential leader in our woodwind section. And we just are really thankful for all that he has done to develop and lead our woodwind program. Cameron Beard. Thank you so much for coming tonight. We're just about 6 minutes past when I would hope to be out, so I think that's pretty good considering all things. It has been an epic year, and I'm going to turn it over to Tristan to give you the closing remarks. We are going to help clean up before I have Tristan. He may be going to say some of this, but we're going to make sure if we can get all the trash thrown away. Everyone, we'd like some help stacking chairs in stacks of 10. We told the Civic Center we would do that. And kids, students, we need all of the centerpieces put away. We also need the Eiffel Tower taken down and loaded in the band van after this. We're workhorses. Thank you for a great night. Tristan?
First of all, I want to thank you all for coming tonight. This year, as all of you know, has been one of many unprecedented events. With COVID-19 wreaking havoc on normal society and the snowpocalypse shutting Texas down for about a week, we as the individuals have had to rise and adapt. And that's exactly what this band program did this year. Despite the COVID restrictions, we pushed forward. Despite the reduced number of performances, we pushed forward. We continued to push even when we knew the returns would be less than normal, like not being able to attend the all-region clinics or travel to Austin for state solo and ensemble. However, the accomplishments this band and the individuals within it have achieved is a representation of how much that sort of determination means. This year was the first time we have ever made it to finals in the 5A area marching contest. This year was the first time we ever was placed above a 7-time state marching band winner attended by one judge. And this year we had about 15 all-region band members with 4 area qualifiers, and our first all-state band member in 14 years. We had 10 state solo qualifiers, 3 state ensemble qualifiers, and in the concert band, all 4 of our bands in both middle school and high school achieved sweepstakes, which is the second time in school history. These accomplishments seemed so out of reach just a few years ago, and I know personally that the support we receive from all the people here and our community really affects how much we love to share these accomplishments with you. So the support we have received and will continue to receive will push us to greater heights. Again, thank you all for coming, and have a great night.